Let's go ahead and talk temperatures this morning. It's a mild start to the day where we're sitting on either side of 60 across Metro Detroit. And so we will have those temperatures rising as we go throughout the rest of the day. We have humidity that will rise today as well, and so it's going to be muggy but relatively dry. And so as you take a look at the muggy meter, we will watch out, Nick. I think you're about to get ran over from camera. So we will have muggy conditions that'll be building in. So today's forecast, well, we have a forewarned weather alert as we head into tonight, and those temperatures are going to be on either side of 80. So the forewarned weather alert's not for the daylight hours. You see there, we're actually getting sunshine working its way in today, but after sunset is when things get a little tricky. So Exact Track 4D right now showing you that we have a little bit of rain in that southern tier of Monroe County, but most of that rain is in the northern portion of Ohio. So we're just getting a little cloud cover across portions of the southern edge of Metro Detroit. Otherwise, severe weather risk, slight level 2 risk for southeast Michigan with a level 3 risk off to our west, and that's going to be after sunset. So breaking down those threats for you, damaging wind gusts will be possible. We can't rule out large hail or even localized flooding, especially those flood-prone areas. When you get that heavy rain, there'll be a line of some downpours rolling through, and a tornado or two will be possible, though it's not as likely as the straight line winds. We still can't rule it out. In that time frame, 10 p.m. tonight until 3 a.m. tomorrow. So I can't stress enough, make sure you are severe weather ready before you go to bed. Make sure that you have a way to get severe weather alerts sent straight to you that will wake you up while you're sleeping. Clouds and radar. Let's take you through the timeline. We're peeling back those clouds, getting some sunshine. That's going to energize the atmosphere this afternoon. The heat, humidity, sunshine. And so then that clashes with that cold front that rolls through late this evening. And you start to see some storms firing off around midnight in Lansing and Jackson. Now, of course, this timeline could be bumped up just a little bit. I'm not going to rule it out being there as early as 10. But as our models stand right now, this pushes across Metro Detroit, Novi, and into Waterford between 1 and 2 a.m., 2 and 3 pushing into the Thumb region, and then it's out of here for your Friday. So weekend forecast comes Saturday. We get another round of potential storms because of that cold front sweeping through. Once again, pre-dawn hours Saturday. Rest of the day should be relatively dry, but we will be a little cooler. So 70s on Saturday, low 70s, and then 60s Sunday, and we take that into next week.
Great job on the forecast. There you
thank
go.
you
Have
so
a slider.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
4D.
We'll talk about a beautiful morning outside. We have sunshine over downtown Detroit and temperatures on either side of 60. Now, if you look off in the distance, there is a little bit of cloud cover the farther south you go due to rain that is in the northern tier of Ohio. So that's pumped in a little cloud cover for our southern counties. And we've had just a smidge of rain down into Monroe, and that's really about it. So we'll peel back those clouds, especially as the day progresses this afternoon, welcoming sunshine and warmer conditions, rising to either side of 80 across the area. And that humidity will be building. And so as that clashes with the cold front later on tonight, especially come 10 o'clock onward, while we're looking at the threat for strong to severe storms. So a forewarned weather alert has been issued for tonight. So that's not in effect during the daylight hours, but we're giving you advance notice of what's on tap through the overnight. Specifically 10 o'clock all the way until 3 a.m. on Friday. So pre-dawn hours tomorrow will be affected by this. Slight level 2 risk across southeastern Michigan with a level 3 enhanced risk in orange that you see there on the west side of the screen. That's just west of Livingston and Washtenaw counties. Damaging wind gusts, the primary threat. Can't rule out some large hail with this, but localized flooding and an isolated tornado also all on the table with this. Although I think it's more of a straight line wind event, but you still, with all that instability, cannot rule out any kind of isolated rotation. So clouds and radar. Let's walk you through what we have on tap as we break apart those clouds. Plenty of sunshine going into the early part of the afternoon. That's energizing that atmosphere. Then once we get into tonight, after midnight especially, we start to see that rain rolling in and that line of storms pushing through Lansing, Jackson, down into Adrian. This is going to move to the northeast around 45 miles per hour. That puts it in the neighborhoods through Novi, Romulus, Grosse Ile, Monroe between about 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. That'll continue to lift to the northeast, and so impacting the Thumb region down towards Port Huron between 2 and 3 a.m. After 3, now we're getting rid of that severe threat, maybe a lingering sprinkle or two, but we're drying things out going into the rest of your Friday morning and beyond. Now for the weekend, once we hit the pre-dawn hours of Saturday, here we go again. We have another cold front that sweeps through the region, and that could potentially bring some heavier rain showers before we get to daybreak. Even though we're past sunrise at 8 o'clock, now you're looking at a little bit of that back end of the moisture still lingering, and then we'll dry things out with a slight scattered chance come Saturday evening before real dry conditions start to settle in Sunday. But with the drier weather will be cooler temperatures. So the long range outlook put out by the Climate Prediction Center has those temperatures staying below average almost to the end of the month. So what does that mean if you've already done planting? Don't worry. I mean, those overnight lows over the next 7 days don't get any cooler than the mid 40s. So I think that you're okay. We're definitely not going to be seeing frost, but we will have some cooler air settling in briefly. So looking at that 7-day forecast, either side of 80 today and tomorrow, right on par with where we should be Saturday, low 70s, and then 60s return Sunday. We're going to take those 60s into next week with that below average trend. We'll be dry Sunday, Monday, but a chance for rain returning the middle of next week.
Oh.